Teeny Gamer here, and you already know what it is. 3.3 Spiral Abyss commentary video. Well, you already know how it goes. I talk about the floors, I talk about the enemies on those floors, and you get to hear my voice over the gameplay of this Spiral Abyss. Yeah, it has not changed. Well, enough stalling. It's time to talk about everything that goes on in this 3.3 Spiral Abyss. So, before we do that, I guess I'll just discuss about the teams here really quickly, because I'm about to start the Abyss. So, the first half is just an Ayaka team, Ayaka Venti to be specific. It's basically a freeze team. I mean, you'll see why I have Venti in a moment here. But yeah, that's basically it for the first half team. The second half team is the Red and National team. There's really nothing for me to say for that team. It's just super good. Everyone runs it. So yeah, there you go. So without any further delay, it's time to talk about the actual floors and chambers. So this is Chamber 1 first half. It's not really that bad. I mean, if you have an animal support, you should be fine. It's just specters and slimes. The second half of this is just the robots that are weak against Electro. So yeah, so for the first half, you have to bring a character with Animo. Well, you don't have to. If you do have a really good DPS team, and a DPS that shreds through everything, so like the Wanderer, I guess, or Kazuha, this should be fine. You don't really have to bring elements. But you mainly want to bring elements for the second half, because the second half, the Chamber 2 of the first half, my bad, has a Lecter. Yeah, he's pretty scary. But yeah, there you go. That is the first half of Chamber 1. It's pretty easy. I mean, specters, slimes, it's nothing really that bad. So yeah. Well, here is the second half of Chamber 1. It's the robots that are weak against Electro. So if you have an Electro character, you should be fine. If you don't know what its weakness is, I will just explain it now. So once a certain time has passed, it will spawn a part. You just have to defeat that part. Once it does that, it'll spawn in the second part that can be affected by Electro. Once you do that, it gets exposed and then it weakens. So yeah, there you go. That's basically how you beat those things. It's just like the previous Spiral Abyss where you need Electro. But this is the Chamber 2's first half that I mentioned here with a Lecter. So yeah, you have to go through a Pyro and Cryo Abyss Mage. And then after that, you have to go through 2 Hydro Abyss Mages and then 1 Lecter. You already know how terrible the Lecters are and the Heralds. I mean, there's really nothing for me to say. Once you get them down to low health, they will start to use a shield. You need to bring that shield down in order to defeat them. So that is why you need to bring elemental reactions like Hydro, Cryo, Electro, Animo, anything that can affect Pyro, basically, will be able to whittle his shield down. So that is why I brought Ayaka and Yelan, so that they could bring down the shield right there. Yeah, I mean, there's really nothing for me to say. If you have a really good DPS team, you should be fine here. I mean, it doesn't even have to be Ayaka, it could just be Ayato, it could be Kazuha, it could be anyone. As long as they can affect Pyro shields, you should be fine. But the Lecter is really not that scary. You could actually take your time here since it's floor 11. I mean, in order to get the 3-star clear, you just need 300 seconds remaining on the clock, which is pretty easy. At least it's not 3 minutes. So yeah, you can take your time there. But yeah, that's basically it for the first half. This is the second half of Chamber 2. It's just robots. Again, DPS team, you're good. That is why I brought the Raiden team. Raiden team is just too good, man. Yeah, she shreds through everything. Look at that. And luckily for you guys, she is going to be available in the second half of the event wishes. So if you really like Raiden, or if you want to be meta, you want to be a meta shill, you should summon for her. But if you don't really like her, I say just don't summon for her. I mean, you can summon for the characters you like, but Raiden is meta. If you guys are wondering, so if you want a meta character on your team, there you go. There's Raiden. Yeah, there you go. That is the chamber 2. That was pretty easy. I mean, yeah. So this is the first half of chamber 3. It's just Fatui members, Eremites, and then for the last member, or for the last characters, enemies on the on this first half is mushrooms. So yeah, there's nothing really for you to worry about here. But anyways, back on the Raiden topic. So Raiden is gonna be featured in the event wishes of part 2. So if you are gonna be rolling for Raiden, you should. She's actually really good. But if you don't like her, if you don't like her character, I'm not pressuring you to summon for her. I mean, summon for the characters you like. If you like that character, summon for it. I mean, there's nothing really for me to say. I mean, every character in this game is good as long as you give them a good good artifact set, level up their talents properly, give them a good weapon. Yeah, everyone is basically good in this game as long as you build them properly. So yeah, you don't really need Raiden to win anyway. But if you want Raiden just because she's cool, or if you like her kit, if you like anything, summon for her. She's actually pretty good. I mean, look at that. She's just tearing through everything right here. Raiden's Q is just so broken. I had to triple crown her. She's just so good. I mean, look at this. Kablam! 156k on her Q. Yeah. She's able to output numbers like that. She's actually really good. Really busted. Probably one of the best electro DPSs in the game, if not the best. But yeah, there you go. There's Raiden. I mean, pretty good. Second half is just Sky Drakes. I mean, look at that. It's pretty easy. So yeah, there you go. As long as you have DPSs, you should be fine on the third chamber. Sky Drakes are just really well, fragile, so you could just burst them down. So yeah, well, anyways, it's time to move on to floor 12, so I'm just gonna cut to floor 12 right now. Alright, so here we are in floor 12. Yeah, well, this floor is kinda hard. And by that, I mean, you probably need to run a Geo character. No, not probably run. You have to run a Geo character. Because you have to fight the wolf, which sucks. The wolf is terrible. It's awful. Forcing you to run a Geo character. Man, I hate floors like that. Because there's no creativity. You can't run anyone you want. You have to run specific characters. So, well, good luck to those free-to-play players who are using the well. So, yeah, well, if you don't have any other Geo character, well, then you're screwed. But, anyways, enough about me rambling on. I'll ramble on once we reach that specific chamber. But for now, we'll just talk about this guy, which is the Perpetual Mechanical Array. It's the thing you fight in Inazuma, which is just a robot. He's the same as before, just burst him down. If you have a DPS team, you should be fine. I use the Raiden Quicken team right here, which is just so good, so good. Any Dendro team is actually really good. It's probably one of the best elements in the game, honestly. Like, no joke. Dendro is actually really good. I mean, you could trigger Aggravate, Quicken. It's just so good. Kuching basically strives because of this, but Raiden just takes this to the next level. I mean, look at this. Look at that damage. But yeah, to defeat the Mechanical Array, you just burst him down. It's really not that bad. I mean, once you reach a certain point, he's gonna spawn minions, and then once you attack the right minion, he's gonna be exposed, and once you do that, you could probably finish him off, and that's basically it. So yeah, that is the first half. The second half here is just, well, I mean, look, it's just Fatui Agent, and then the rest are just Eremites. Not that bad, honestly. I mean, you just have to bring a good DPS team. With a Geo character, obviously, because of the second half. But yeah, they're pretty easy to burst down. I mean, they don't have that much health. I mean, look at this. Hu Tao is just bursting down everything right here. I mean, look at that right there. She is bursting down this Eremite with ease. So yeah, there you go. That is the first chamber of floor 12. And here's the second chamber. Now this is where I can start rambling now. Because this chamber kinda is doo-doo. I guess you could say. But I will talk about Dory. The reason why I'm using Dory is because of her heals and her applications on Electro. Yeah, she pairs up really well with Electro reaction based teams. So if you have Dory, use her. She's actually pretty good. I mean, I used her. I got the 3-star clear. She's pretty good. Honestly, like no joke. She's actually really good. She heals. She supports. She's just one of the best electro healers in the game, if not the only one. But yeah, there you go. That is the first half there. It's really not that bad. It was just robots and then the Eremite. If you have a DPS team, you should be fine. But here we are with the second half. Oh boy, this boss sucks. He sucks. So to start off with, you can't damage him outright when he spawns. You have to wait. Once he gets out of the portal, you have to wait a couple seconds before he starts to go down. He'll either do one of 3 attacks. One, that you saw there, he just goes on the floor and then he runs you over. The second one is he throws those wolf skulls at you. And then the third one, he goes around and then he shoots a beam from his mouth. Yeah, that's basically it. Once you get him to a certain amount of HP, as you can see here, he starts to spawn his 3 wolf skulls. And you have to bring a Geo character in order to do damage to these wolf skulls. So yeah, this is the reason why you have to bring a Geo character. It's because of this moment right here, where you have to bring a Geo to damage the skulls so that the Wolf Lord is exposed. So yeah, as you can see here, if you do bring a good DPS team, you should be fine. I mean, look at this. You just have to bring one Geo character in order for him to be defeated. Because if you don't, well, you probably will not defeat him in time, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah. Yeah, the Golden Wolf Lord, just don't forget to bring a Geo character. If you do, you should be fine. Like, honestly. Yeah, right there. It's pretty easy. I mean, there is the Geo Wolf Lord done. And here is Chamber 3. The second half is a complete nightmare if you do not have heals. But, but other than that, this is actually pretty easy. The only reason why this is hard for me is because I don't have healers. But, the first half is the Jade Plume Terrorist Room. If you know how to fight this guy, then you should be fine. I mean, there are 2 ways to defeat this guy. One is if you use Pyro so that he can't do any attacks. If you do that, he's just gonna be normal. He won't do anything really. And the second way to beat him is if you use Electro. Once you use Electro, he's gonna go into this hyper state where he's going to do a bunch of dendro damage to everyone. Once his thing is over, he is just going to he's just going to flop over and then he's exposed. So yeah, as you can see here, I affected him with Electro. He's going crazy right there, and then he plops himself over right there, and then it's your chance to attack. So yeah, bringing Electro characters is actually pretty good because you could basically burst them down right here. He's also not affected by Dendro, so you could do Quickens, you could do Bloom reactions, you could do basically anything to him. As long as you're able to damage him, you should be fine. I mean, bring a DPS team, you're good on the first half. And here is the second half of Chamber 3. So, the reason why this was a nightmare for me is because, as you can see here with this team, there are no healers. The only healer in this team is Xingqiu. But it takes forever for his water swords, or his Guhua swords, to ever run out in order for you to heal yourself. So, yeah, I don't really rely on that. But, there are 15 of these wolves. So there is 12 small ones and 3 big ones. Good luck with the big ones because they always teleport around. You know how wolf hounds are in this game. They teleport around, they do corrosion damage. It's just awful, man. But if you do have a healer, you should be fine. I mean, healers just are so good. Are really, really good. But the fact that you have to bring a Geo character for the second half means that you probably have one character, like me, who can't even do anything really except petrify. So yeah, as you can see here, Zhongli's just here for petrifying and shields. But yeah, if you have a healer and if you're running like, let's say, a full Ito team with the full mono Geo, you should be fine. I mean, it's not really that bad if you bring a healer, but if you don't bring a healer, it's a complete nightmare, as you can see here. I mean, at this point, I think Xingqiu's gonna die. Yeah, Xingqiu dies, and then we have to scramble to get the 3-star clear right here, but we did it. There you go, with 3 seconds on the clock. But yeah, kablam! There you go. Challenge completed, as you can see there. I mean, oh boy, floor 12 is just a complete nightmare. So, in short, this 3.3 Spiral Abyss isn't really that bad if you have really good teams. So yeah, the only things you probably have to watch out for in this 3.3 Spiral Abyss is the Abyss Lector in floor 11, and then the Wolfhound or the Wolf Lord in chamber 2 of floor 12. But other than those, you should be fine. You probably might need to bring an Electro character for those robots on chamber 2 second half, or not second half, chamber 2 first half. But other than that, you should be fine, really. I mean, yeah, 3.3 is really not that bad. Just have good DPSs, you should be fine. Well, anyways, like the video if you liked the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. I upload Genshin videos once a week, so if you do like that sort of content, be sure to subscribe and turn on the notifications bell to not miss out on a single Genshin upload. Also, comment down below, what do you think of 3.3? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it hard? I mean, you already know my opinion on it. Well, anyways, thank you guys for watching this Genshin video, and I'll see you guys in the next Genshin video.